I'm hitting up an Anthropologie this weekend because they're having a 50 off sale, and I also want to look at their spring 2025 trends in store. Specifically in this video, we're going to be looking at accessories only. And if you're new here, that's because I'm a trained fashion accessory designer specializing in bags, and I'm also a fashion reseller currently as my main source of income. So I love to come in at least twice a year to see what stores like Anthropologie are doing and see what trends they've brought into the store and that they've bought heavily into, because if their buyers are buying into it, that means they believe strongly that these trends will result in high sales for them. And if they're right, we should see this reflected strongly in the resale market, where many customers will go to fulfill the trends for a lower cost. So right off the bat, we can see some trends already appearing quite strongly in the store. You probably noticed the most obvious one, which is baseball hats, and they had them in every style you can think of throughout the store. They had trucker style hats, more traditional cotton ones, casual ones, streetwear ones. You're going to see them all throughout. Another trend that was immediate to my eye was fruits and vegetables. You're going to see that in a lot of items that we're going to look at today. Also in hats, we saw some of the coastal cowgirl boho trend reflected in them. We have this like sparkly knitted cowboy style hat here, some kind of pretty minimalist wide leather belts with these large metallic buckles, and then also a cowboy hat in straw you can't go wrong with as a classic. And this is letting us know that there's still a strong coastal cowgirl boho trend in the stores. Now let's talk for a second about this beaded tote bag. This is a very simply constructed tote bag in what appears to be cotton, but they're asking $68 for this, which I was a bit appalled because there's no way it cost $68 to make this. The inside is also lined, but it's very simple with just a patch pocket. I can't believe that that is worth $68. Here again, some more trucker baseball style hats. I told you we were going to keep seeing them throughout this video. Let me grab my drink and let's continue on the tour. Another sort of like country-ish style sun hat, some more cowboy style hats on that back shelf there. And then our first kind of seasonal item, I would say, is this paper straw wrapped belt in two colors. It's kind of cute, actually. When I say seasonal, I mean items that are specific to the season that we're in, which right now is spring summer. From my work as a designer, I know that we won't see items in these materials brought in for the rest of the year. Let's get into their handbag vignette in the back of the store here, which is where they had all these accessories only. This is so cute, this strawberry beaded pouch, but like, who is buying this is my question, and where is she going with it? Is there a like emergency need for special occasion beaded bags that I don't know about? Because I haven't been hearing about any kind of beaded bag trend anywhere on social media in the market. Don't get me wrong, these are super cute. They're very Anthropologie. They're very my style, honestly, but where would I wear this to? I'm not going on vacations right now. I don't think a lot of people are. I'm not doing a lot of date nights right now. I don't think a lot of people are. This is so cute. I love the strawberry theme, but I don't need it. All this beading on the totes, the beaded pouches, the beaded handbags in the same silhouette. It's just all a little weird and sort of out of left field for me because I'm not seeing this trend anywhere else. I also think it's a little tone deaf to the times that we're living in, because these appear to be very fancy, like special occasion bags that people would go to parties and celebrations and travel with, and they want $100 for each of them. And I just don't think that's what's happening right now in the US. So very weird that they bought so heavily into that beaded trend. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments on this. These woven PU bags, nothing special to talk about there. They have them all the time. This is a little shelf of handbag and hair accessories, and then we have these PU tote bags. I think these were very overpriced at $100. They were a nice sort of stretchy faux leather PU, but I always tell people not to invest in these types of bags because when you're done with them, there's no way to recycle them. They go to landfills and break down into microplastics and also pollute the environment with PFAS chemicals. So just stay away from these types of bags. I think they were going for a Coach Brooklyn style kind of bag here, and it didn't achieve it for me. More of these beaded bags in the back here, and more designs that I didn't see anywhere else. And then they also had these mini like wallet keychain pouches. Those, at least I could see that being a cute little impulse purchase that someone might buy. You know, it's not too expensive, but the other bags, just, I didn't get it. A random like travel cosmetic here, also made out of PU, also going to pollute the environment when you throw it out. Some more designs here. Here's a cherry one that I didn't see anywhere else. At this point, I was really like, why are they buying so heavily into these beaded bags trend? And I opened this one up just to confirm that it is a very basic lined bag. There's nothing crazy going on the inside. I can't think why these were all over the accessory and handbag vignette and they didn't have more variety of other kinds of bags to offer. Here's a woven PU bag. Again, nothing special. I feel like I've seen this 1,000 times in their store. They probably just think it's a classic bestseller for them. I left this area of the store mystified by this whole beaded bag buy-in that they seem to believe in so strongly. I mean, they're very cute. I just don't see people buying them right now. Here are some more hats. This one is sports themed, I believe. And then I also wanted to capture any kind of footwear they had in the store. They didn't have a lot. These Birkenstock sandals is a very smart, small inventory for them to have for the season. It's a good selling style, very classic. They also had this Gola sneaker, which I think they're trying to capture the Adidas Samba trend that is so hot right now. One bucket bag that I saw in the entire store with the Yankee logo on it. And then this little crossbody I think is old. I've seen it before in their stores. Free People has a lot of slings like that too. There were very few seasonal bags in the store, only 2 actually that I found. One was this paper straw hobo at the front of the store, and they wanted over $100 for this. It was very like minimalist, classic. I could see this going with a lot of stuff. It has this pouch on the inside. I do think it was way overpriced though for what it was. And again, I think they were trying to capture that Coach Brooklyn vibe. They actually came out with their own paper straw version recently. And then this other wicker box bag was the other seasonal choice that I saw. These are seasonal, meaning they only bring this in at this time of year, and once they sell through, they're gone. It's cute. I just don't know where she's wearing it to and why she's going to pay what they're asking for it to buy it right now at this time of the year. The other cool thing I want to get into, and I actually thought this was smart and probably one of their best choices in terms of buy-in to trends, are these bag charms. They had this cute broccoli, these beaded, crocheted like tangerines and bananas. I died when I saw the corn bag charm, like so cute. And they were actually reasonably priced at around $25. This is a very hot trend right now in handbags and accessories. People are loving decorating their bags with chains and charms. Because you can see here in this model photo, they had this whole board with all of these bag charms. Very smart buying choice, in my opinion, because it is trending very hot right now in this category online, in social media right now. So if you have bag charms to sell, I would definitely get those listed ASAP. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, a follow, or a subscribe where you can. I would appreciate it so much. Check out my other content and videos. Thanks for watching and happy thrifting.